Hey everybody, welcome to our first episode of Three Shots In podcast. Super excited that everyone's here. This is our first episode, and we're here to just kind of share like what this podcast is going to be about. It's all about pop culture, keeping it real, and just really keeping you guys up with the times of what's going on in like today's society and stuff like that. So my name is Adrian. You can follow me on a.noel96 on IG. I'm going to go ahead and pass it over to my other lovely co-host, Jalen.
Hi, my name is Jalen. OMG The Legacy is where you can find me. I'm so excited to be here. I'm excited to show y'all all three of our different personalities and what we have to offer. I can't wait for you to get to know us and us to get to know you guys. It's going to be so fun. I'm so glad that you're on this ride with us. I'm going to pass it on to my other lovely co-host, Brian.
Yes. I'm happy to be here. My name is Brian. You can follow me on Instagram, bry.a, 2 N's and 2 T's. I know that's difficult, but that's what they allow. And I'm happy to be here, coming from the 313, all over the place, but in place. Y'all ready to get it started?
I am. So how was everybody's week today? How was everybody doing today? Anything special, anything crazy?
Well, yeah, my day has been pretty chill. What about you, Jalen?
My day, woke up early, got my business done so I could be here to experience this episode with you guys. My week, I've been very close to crashing out. But other than that, it's been real chill. I chill with my dogs and pray.
I think that's
Love
just
the
you,
dogs.
Jalen. I feel like you are always on the verge of crashing out.
Well,
like,
my life is in a tizzy
always.
right now. I really don't know what to tell you.
I hate that for you, but I hope it gets better.
But whenever my life is in a tizzy, I take a shot. And that reminds me, the shot of the day.
We do. We have our shot of the day.
Okay.
And what is that?
What is this? This is tequila.
Blanco.
What kind of
Blanco.
tequila?
Blanco.
And what's the brand?
Don Julio. I don't do Blanco. I do respiratory. Okay, that's mine. But it's cool.
It'll all do the same to me if you ask
We
me.
can take this shot.
On
can take
3
our
shots
shot.
in,
Our
y'all.
first shot
3
for
shots
the
in.
podcast.
Oh.
One.
We're going to say 3
yeah.
shots in and take the shot.
Okay.
However.
All right, we're going to say 3 shots in. All right, cheers to like us as us in podcast, guys.
And you got to
Yes,
look
sir.
at each other 7 years of bad sex.
Boy.
All right, let's look. All right.
I don't need that.
I was told.
I don't need that.
Literally.
Why would
I've
you
never
tell
been
us
a
that?
fan of Blanco.
Why would you tell us that? Untell us that.
What I'm going to keep
My
telling
sex
you
is
that.
always great, so I'm not paying attention to you.
Same thing I said, but at the same time, I ain't taking no chances.
Okay. I don't need that. I don't need that. I love me a little bit of sex now. All right.
But super exciting. Just to let you guys know, this is something we're going to do like in every episode. We're going to have like a shot of the day or like a drink of the day, which is going to be super exciting. But today was shot of the day, and we got some Don Julio Blanco. So, all right. So we are going to go ahead and now kind of get into some questions, right?
All right, so you guys get to know us.
Get to know us. Yeah, this is our very first podcast.
It is.
And we want you guys to kind of, get to know us a little bit and see
Just
like
so
what
you
our
guys-
personalities are.
Just so you guys at home know, our producer is going to give us our questions. Our producer is going to give us our questions, and we're going to answer them as honestly and truthfully as we possibly can. Ain't that right, y'all?
Yeah.
Of course, honesty is the best policy.
Is it?
So
It's the best pot.
Is it really?
Sometimes.
It is.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, because what you lying for?
I tell the truth just for fun.
Well, I know people who lie for fun.
Sometimes
I am one of
it's
them.
not bad to do like a little white lie.
A little white lie
think it's
never
right to-
hurt.
yeah.
Like if somebody say what you doing, and I know I'm laying down,
Like I just left the gym.
knowing I'm lying.
I'm watching TV.
Okay.
Now, our first question is, if you could describe yourself as a cocktail, what would you be?
Ooh, as a cocktail,
Mm-hmm.
I love my hen dog, so I'm gonna always go on my Hennessy Black.
Love that.
I love a good Hennessy Black with some Red Bull. You can never go wrong with that. Or good little Hennessy and some cranberry juice. Never go wrong with that.
Me, I'm a tequila and Red Bull. Cause I have you excited, I have you turned up, and then that Red Bull give you that energy, okay? And then you might want to fight a little bit throughout the night, but then once you get to the end of the night, it's time for sexy time.
I was just about to say that.
That
You
me.
like that tequila because you like to fight.
I don't like to fight,
But
but if need be, then you need that. You need that? If you need that, we give it.
Yeah, the whole time I don't even know a cocktail, so
Boy,
I don't be
that's
know
a
the
white
difference.
lie.
I swear to God, I don't know. I just say if a green tea.
You a green
know
tea?
What? A
Ooh.
green tea.
Listen,
a lemon
a
drop.
green tea
A
is
green
good.
tea give bipolar.
It does.
It give too many things at once.
I'm just used to green tea shots. I blacked off of some of them before.
Yeah.
That's when I tried to make it myself at home though, and then I blacked out and I was crying.
You try
on
to
the
make
phone,
it yourself at home?
and I was taking them
Did
back
you
to
use
back
the
to
right
back.
ingredients?
I had the Jameson on deck,
And that's it?
and the pop on deck,
Okay.
and the syrup on deck.
Is there pop in green tea shots?
It ain't, but you know,
I was about to
homemade
say.
green tea
I
shots.
think there's
a little
there
Sprite.
like sweet and sour mix. I think there's like sweet and sour mix.
Sweet
in
and
no,
green
sour.
it
tea,
definitely
right?
was.
Chicken?
No.
That's all I know.
Boy, we
I'm
talking about
sorry.
drinks.
That's all I know. That's all I know.
It definitely was the syrup, like the lemon
Yeah.
syrup, but I mixed it with some Sprite.
Lemon syrup's nasty. They burn. They be spicy in the back of the throat.
We gonna have an episode
Nah.
where we talk about the brokest thing we did, and just for a record, I drank the lemon syrup as juice
my
for like
God.
3 days.
That's disgusting. But speaking of spicy, okay, would you rather get caught having a flirty conversation with your man's best friend or your ex?
Ooh.
bet your man-
I do like to live on a little bit of edge. The eggs is like you kind of play it out. So if you,
I'm going to say X.
no, because
I'ma say
who
X.
don't get caught, talking to their ex, liking their ex picture or anything of that nature. That's so.
Not all the time, but I'm going to say
Not I.
X. And the reason why I'm going to say X is because I recently found out not too long ago that a dude that I was messing with for a minute hooked up with one of my close friends. So, and it's not.
Welcome to Detroit.
So I gotta get the hell up out of here.
Not welcome to Detroit. That's just welcome to
That-
being an adult.
Huh?
Because literally,
Is that what adulting is?
Wait, no, because when
welcome
I
to
done
being an adult.
visit other states,
straight,
they ain't
gay,
play
whatever,
that.
Like, so I'm gonna say X. I am gonna stick with that.
I definitely say the best friend.
All right, Byron. Well, we're gonna have a conversation after this.
'Cause that
episode.
Exes is like-
I'm keeping my imaginary man. Wait,
Yeah, keep him away.
I mean, I ain't got
Because
one.
if he look, he took. I'm just.
I ain't got one. But if my husband out there, call
Stop
me.
it.
If you are Jalen husband out there, stay away from me.
you would fuck my husband.
Jalen, you got a husband?
I ain't got one, but damn, I feel hurt.
This
You
is
know, I'm
news to all of us.
like low-key a little jealous friend, jealous.
Oh, you want the friend?
lover.
I am the jealous friend. I'd be like, what? You got other friends?
Right, so if
And
you
for
don't
why?
got you a husband and we can't joke how we used to joke.
We can still joke.
Nah, that's
Just
what they
I gotta
all
know to
say.
leave my husband. I was watching Real Housewives of Atlanta, and they was talking about Portia and how she be
That
taking
show's
man.
so good.
I can't bring you around if you're gonna be a Portia. I love Portia, but you,
You know.
no.
You know what's crazy? Me and Portia both cancers, though.
And you know what cancer is? Deadly.
It is.
Yeah, okay.
Why would you say
That's why it's
that?
hard to get rid.
What the hell? Shit.
That's kind of why it's hard to get rid of us, So
So speaking of, okay, so what's everyone's zodiac sign? Brian, what's your zodiac sign?
Cancer. My birthday is July 17th next month, so
That's so cute.
Okay, and
My
what about
ex
you,
was a
Jalen?
Cancer. I'm a Pisces. February the 27th, the best sign that will ever be.
I would not say the best sign.
It
I am a
literally
Leo,
is
the best sign. Leo's are the best sign, but
You're
you
a
know
Coney
what?
Island, okay?
I will say
Leo's are
say-
sneaky.
my
As hell.
last two like relationships have been with Pisces. And I don't know what
You're
it is about
welcome.
Pisces.
You're welcome.
and that's why they're my exes.
Oh, wow.
I don't
Wait,
know
hold on.
what it is about Pisces, but like it's just like the first contact. Like anytime I've ever come across a Pisces, it just felt great in the beginning.
We are
Like we just
amazing, but
we
then
just
y'all
connected
Leos start
quickly.
Leoing.
No,
Yeah.
Pisces, you guys be a mess. And at first it's great, but like
do.
Hold on.
Cause like like
double
real quick, a
confirmation
little
is crazy.
TMI. I lost my virginity to a Pisces, but like I had a crush on him in high school for like half our school year. So then like when we finally did it, it was like okay.
Oh, so you'll never had that oh moment with me.
I was like, oh, okay.
It's like, oh.
But then after that, I only attract Taurus. This like
yeah.
and then a Virgo, but you
I don't know
know.
nothing
Ooh,
about
not
no Taurus.
Virgos. Virgos be so indecisive.
I don't know nothing about
Talk about
Virgos.
indecisive.
they don't
I
know
could
what
go
they
on and on.
want.
Indecisive, like mental, cheaters and liars and everything under the sun.
Isn't Beyonce a Virgo?
No, female Virgos and male Virgos are way different.
Are they?
Yeah.
Is it like that for every sign though? Like females and males are just different.
Or maybe I really do like females more than the guys.
I'm pretty sure Beyonce.
You like females and men, Byron?
I'm pretty sure
I like them
Beyonce's
all.
a girl.
Okay. There is an
You just like
exception
them
for
all.
one.
You're just very
but, like,
open. Okay. Okay.
only because when I
don't know
moved
shit
out of
about
state,
Virgos.
I remember I thought I was talking to a guy, but the guy, well, they is a guy now, but they was a girl before.
They transition.
Oh,
Yeah, so
okay.
like when they done, showed me
okay.
body parts and stuff, I was like,
You were curious.
I was actually mad that I moved away.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Now, since we've talked a little bit of spicy and a little bit of fun, we're gonna get into something serious.
Okay.
Oh, not serious, child.
Well, you got to get
Now,
serious. Yeah,
we
yeah.
have to. I'm not really good at it, but we gonna try.
Okay.
Now,
We know.
next question is: would the younger version of you be proud of who you are today?
You know,
I'm gonna let y'all answer first.
Yeah.
I would honestly say, yeah.
You know.
There are definitely some things that the younger version of me would not be proud of. But I think that's like that's normal. Like we've all done things that we're not proud of. We've all made mistakes. We've made bad decisions, choices, whatever. But honestly, like where I'm at right now, I would say my younger version would be proud of me. And I think what they would be proud of the most is just how I've handled myself as a young adult, even into the adult that I am today after I came out. After I came out, I just became a different person. I was more outgoing, and I loved myself and accepted myself a lot more. I will say, yeah.
I think
A
my
shit show.
younger self, bite me.
A shit show.
My younger self would definitely be proud
Uh-huh.
because my younger self was going through it. So to see me now and how I kind of like, I hand everybody my ass to kiss on a silver platter now. Because before I was a taker of shit. Okay, but now I hand it off to people. Okay?
Now you know
my
your
my
worth.
younger self would be like, you know
How do you say
what?
it in French? Poussé.
Poussé. Stop it, not poussé. That actually,
I barely passed English. Don't do that.
I
Don't
actually
do
have a
that.
very funny
Just
story
listen
about
to what
that.
I've said.
Well, okay, but-
Poussé.
Uh-huh.
What it sound like?
I don't know. I'm innocent. I
Why
don't
would
do
you
those
say
things.
that? So you were calling his younger self a poussé?
Yeah, because I was a little young Poussé. But I was still a mean Poussé.
Uh-huh.
It was just,
If we could get into the stories of my younger self, you would know. Not a pussy, just a boy that was kind of sensitive.
Sensitive, yeah.
Sensitive.
You didn't know your worth, so you allowed people to like kind of walk over you a little bit.
I didn't even
and
know how to
just kinda
spell
take
worth.
control.
Okay, but now,
because I always had a mouth, so it's like.
we know.
You look like it, Byron.
We
You look like
know.
you was beating up kids.
But
You
I was still
5 years
crying at the
old,
same
beating up kids in the
time.
playground.
Crying and beating up kids at the same time.
It is.
crazy.
That's the part of being a Cancer. You feel every emotion, but.
Ain't Cancer a water sign?
Just like Jalen.
What?
Because you're a
would-
Pisces.
What would you,
But my younger self would actually be very proud of where I am because I could have been in jail, I probably would have committed murder.
Oh,
Like a whole bunch of crazy things that my younger self was like, really like, these things are going to happen when you get older. And then I was,
does he need help?
I
no,
don't think he needs.
but
help.
you do.
He's just being.
But,
vulnerable.
I will say that, what was I about to say? Because it was on the tip of my tongue. See, he asked, do I need help? Oh no, see my younger self definitely like on the real tip probably would be proud of myself because when I was younger I was under the impression that you die in age, so like I thought my older brother was gonna die, then the second oldest, then me.
Oh, like in order.
Yeah, but I done got a little bit older, hit that teenage stage, and things started happening.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, damn, I'm probably die at 18. So, but we done passed 18. Then I said 20. Then we done passed 20. Then I said 21.
21.
Then we done passed 21. Now I'm 24. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Oh.
What did you think I was?
That's just like,
You look your age, Byron. 24, 20. Yeah.
see, I didn't know it.
That's crazy
I
because
didn't know
people
it.
still
I
think
didn't
I'm
know
like
it.
20. And when I tell them I'm 24, they be thinking I'm lying until I show them my ID. But even when I show my
you
ID,
have like a baby face.
Face? No.
A little baby face.
I don't know nobody. I don't know no baby with that much hair above their lip. If you do, if you do,
yeah, I do.
oh my
I think
God,
it's just
where the
because he
baby
doesn't
come
have like a like a beard.
Right,
that
like
connects.
I ain't got wait,
He
y'all
has,
two
has
guy,
the mustache.
and I
Can
would
you-
never let it. What?
from? Like, can you grow that? Have you tried to grow that?
Yeah, do it in pandemic, and I cut it off so quick.
Oh, you
I
don't
just
like
did it for my little phase. I
You
go
know-
through so many phases in life. One
need to
minute
see a
I'm
picture of
hood,
this.
the next minute
I feel like I saw a
like-
picture of you on Instagram,
Oh, so
an
y'all
old
actually
photo
looking
where
at each
like
other's
you had
Instagram
more
pages.
hair on your face.
Uh-huh.
You don't be looking at our Instagram, Jalen?
I stalk
No.
y'all
That's
down.
okay. I looked at 2 of your
I
photos and
look,
I
I
X'd it
look,
out.
I look at y'all's story, but not the Instagram page.
No, I be stalking y'all down. Like, since we first gave Instagram names, I done looked y'all up on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. You
We
know.
know you about that.
Oh,
You about
yeah,
that
you the
stalking
first
life,
one.
and
I be needing to know.
don't be shy about it.
I be
You
needing
be like,
to
I know your
know.
address. Your
Like, I done
social
found
security
Joe
number.
Twitter.
Ooh.
I was like, okay, he's
Wait, which
normal.
one? Which one?
If I said you normal, the regular one, then I did go through the
Ooh.
following list to see if you
You
had
found
you know.
his Twitter.
Mine is so well hidden. You wouldn't be able to. You wouldn't be able to.
What, like your alternate Twitter?
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm such a good detective. Like, I know body parts, so if you got that
My
arm up
body
in
parts.
there, if you got an arm in your profile picture, I'm like, oh yeah, that's him for sure.
Like, that's that tattoo. I see
And
that
that's why I
tattoo.
said. That's why I said mine is.
Or if
hidden.
he didn't have tattoos, if
You
I
just
just feel
know.
like this look like such and such, then and I go to your Instagram, proof right there. Like, oh yeah.
Oh, I would hate for you to be my boyfriend.
Mhm.
I would hate.
That's because you
that.
Leos. Be on
No,
that
that's why I
sneaker
used to
shit.
actually get into
No.
it because like the people I used to date used to be mad that I would find out stuff, and it's like
You
my
would
bad,
find out
I
where they
ain't
was at. Where
like
they
my
was
bad, I
chilling.
ain't dumb. Or
You
that
doing like,
people
I'll take
like
a
me so
picture, you'll
much,
find
they
the
friends would
background.
tell me like, "Oh, he doing such and such." Some of them was a little crazy because then they'd be like, "But can we do?" And I'd be like,
Oh.
nah, it
Oh,
ain't
wow.
get that."
Oh wow.
But yeah, I'm a true detective. I meant it when I said it as a kid. I should be a police officer. But you
I got a
know.
question. What is everyone's toxic trait? I want to hear yours first.
Toxic trait?
People tell me I'm manipulative, but then I'd be
Oh.
like, I'm not manipulative. It's just that I don't know what I manipulate, so it's crazy. Like if I manipulate it, you would have to tell me. I still argue down like I ain't manipulating, shit. But
You got an example?
I don't have an example. But I
Yeah.
think like my really toxic trait. It ain't even toxic. I just care too much. I need to care a little bit of less. Because if I care too much, like I'm becoming friends with your mama on purpose. To
Well,
find
wouldn't
out.
you want to be
to
friends
find
with
out.
the
Paying your
mama?
siblings $20 to tell me what you're doing. I done
Oh,
did that
that's
before.
So
I don't
that's not
care.
love too much. You just cuckoo.
And I
Oh,
just
okay.
care
Crazy.
too
Just
much
cuckoo.
because like when I really
I
don't
don't
be
think it-
caring, you could like do whatever.
I think there's a difference between caring too much and being crazy. It's
All
okay to say
right.
you're crazy. That's okay.
Well, I
just
don't
a little
think I do
crazy.
nothing toxic. Probably okay. Toxic. I act
Here-
like I don't.
here it
give a-
goes. He's like,
I
okay,
act like I
okay.
do not
Here's
give
the
a
real
fuck in
tea.
the
Here's the real
beginning.
tea.
But then as soon as I see you moving on, then the crazy come out. It's like hold on.
Giving the kids $20 to
I
know what's going on
would.
is not. First of all, that's manipulating the kids.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, kids
so
love
that is an
money.
example
They
of
do. They
manipulation.
love money and food and
then
snacks.
You to get the information.
Yes.
You could at least go to the cousin. The cousin will tell you everything. The cousin. Okay.
No, because half the
Kids,
people that say they cousins not even cousins, so they whole time be the side lover.
They be like,
know,
this
I
is
don't
just, this is my stepbrother.
Adrian.
Like,
what
And
about
I
you?
got too many stories with a stepbrother, and I'm like, you know what? Y'all don't be caring out here, so
Adrian,
But
what
now
about
I'm
you?
very
You've been quite
interested.
quiet. What's your
I,
toxic
I'm just
trait?
letting Byron speak. I'm letting him speak and tell his tea.
I don't really
Tell-
know my toxic
speak
traits
his
until
truth.
like
You
I'm sitting
literally
back
just
thinking.
described a few.
Yeah.
You literally had it. Adrian.
I would say, all right, so stay with me when I say this.
Ooh.
I would say my toxic trait is just being insecure. And I'm going to tell you how that turns into being toxic. Okay? Just because of the shit that I've been through in the past, I'm insecure. So it makes me crazy. Like,
Ting ting.
if you are not responding to my messages right away or in a timely manner, something's up. You're doing something.
Yeah,
You can tell
working.
me you're at work. You can tell me that you're hanging out with your parents, whatever.
Mama could be
You're
dying,
doing something.
literally.
Mama
Like,
could be dying and you don't care.
I've been there. So I
You're
know.
like you're
Oh.
doing something, and 9 times out of 10, I am right. When I feel something is up, when I feel like you are on some shady stuff, like I'm right. And so that's like my toxic trait. And like, there's been times where, there's a couple times where I, did things like I'll have my partner's phone and I will turn on their read receipts just so I know, like, oh, you reading my text messages, but you're not responding. But also to,
Scared of y'all.
I don't really think that's toxic though.
I need to know, like, if you're reading my messages at 12:10, but you're not responding until 1 p.m., what's going on? Especially if you're not at work. What are you doing?
See, I thought you was gonna say you done broke their phones because I done threw my lovers' phones.
I never broke phones
down the
but
sewer.
I will say one
At his
time.
Head.
I wouldn't say phone.
That's assault.
Well, leave me alone.
I will say one time the person that I was messing around with, I had a Michigan jacket that was actually really nice. It was blue, yellow. It was a really nice jacket. It was too big on me. It was too big on me, so he ended up wearing it because it fit him well. And that was like his jacket. Like it was his at that point. And one time he had pissed me off. I remember I took a knife. I cut that jacket up, like literally cut it up and put it in his room. And then I also went in his room too and like destroyed everything, like his mattress. I lifted that shit up. I went in his drawers, took all his drawers out, threw everything out. He had a watch that I broke and threw away.
That's how you end up on Metro Detroit News. Okay.
See, you done did the same
But
thing.
I think that like, no, I would never hurt anyone.
What is wrong with y'all?
I'm not gonna end up on Metro Detroit News because
You
I
sure?
would never hurt anyone, like physically hurt someone to where like I need to end up on the news. But I'm gonna do other shit. Like if you're playing with me, if you're playing with my emotions, I'm gonna break your shit. Like I'll fuck your bed up, I'll
Jerry
fuck your room
Springer,
up. Like
maybe more.
Yeah.
That's. Where
But that's how my trait of being insecure is toxic.
What about you, Jalen? Since
Huh?
you keep
That was a
commenting
lot
Honestly,
that I just said. But you know what?
honestly,
I'm being
I
very
don't think I'm up there
vulnerable
with
with the
y'all. I don't-
audience.
Jalen is
so-
a serial whore.
whore.
That is what it's given. That's a
Whore. Not
toxic
even
trait.
hoe. Whore.
Well, what's the difference?
Hoe is like.
A garden tool.
Whore is like you fuck everything. Okay. Hoe is like okay you,
You
get
can be
around a little
social
bit.
whore.
I didn't know there was a difference.
I don't even
thought
like
they was the
people like
same.
that. And you think I'm a social whore?
Yeah, like how they say I'm a music whore. Or is it connoisseur? Or maybe I just hear whore when they say that.
Anyways, my toxic. I don't think I have any. Do I have any?
You have
Jalen,
something.
do you have any? Do you? I don't think I do. Hold on, Jalen. Now, I have been known to gaslight people. I
can see
could be
that.
good with that. I could
Light
be
the
good
fire
because
very good.
because I play dumb. And at the end of the day, I always know what's going on. I know what's going on before you know I know what's going on. So then I pretend.
See, we
I
water
pretend like I
signs.
don't put me with you. Don't put me with you. No, because y'all the two I'm gonna have to bail out. Okay, I'm not in the
I
jail
think we
with
would
y'all.
probably have to bail you out,
It's-
Jalen.
I don't pay kids or tear up jackets and destroy clothes. I just leave. I leave, but I do know what's going on. I will pretend like I don't know what's going on. I know you cheating. I know where you was at. I know the house you was at. Now, okay, now we gonna play the game my way. We gonna have fun.
No, I can't fake it. I will try to fake it, but then like 5 minutes in, you talk to me thinking everything is sugar and sweet. Yeah, it's about to turn sour real
Nah,
quick.
see, I'm gonna play the game as long as I need it because especially when it comes to cheating, when it comes to me knowing you stepped out on me, oh yeah, now we gonna have fun with it.
Well,
we
I'm
gonna
not
have fun.
a
I'm a
PS5,
toy
so
with you the way I'm feeling
don't
right
blame
now, but
me.
you don't know I'm feeling. Okay, I feel hurt, and you don't know I feel hurt. So now I'm gonna make you feel it 9 times better.
I know you're gonna
you
feel it.
you gonna get it all back.
I love that
But-
you can do that. I wish that I can do that, low key, because
gotta
the
have fun with it.
second I feel hurt or disrespected, like I'm not holding shit in. Like
Disrespect back, but you gotta do it
I'm
the
not
right
holding
way.
shit in. Like I'm letting you know right away. Like I know that you fucked up, you did this, and I'm gonna hurt your
Nah,
feelings.
but
I
it gotta
actually
be
just thought
a
of
slow
something that was
burn, a slow.
crazy.
How
I
what-
can't do that.
Like you fucking up somebody's clothes, right? Ultimately, could put you in jail. But also, they see it, they're done. Like it hurt, but once they cleaned it up, they processed it. I want you to feel it.
No,
every
because
day I want you to be like, wait, is he
that
doing-
really
is he
depends on
doing
who you
something?
dating with, though.
Does he know I'm doing something? I want to be in your mind. What Beyonce say? I be all up in your mind. I want to be in your mind.
No, that really
I wanna
depends
fuck with
on
your
who
mind,
you
'cause
dealing
cheating
with,
on me is
though.
crazy. Which leads me into my next question: would cheating be a deal breaker? Like if somebody cheated,
No.
would you?
It wouldn't. No.
Because at the end of the day,
You just break stuff,
no.
pay kids.
See, I always say I done had my life
was
whole planned
so
out since
quick
I
with
was a
answering
kid. Because I done had my life planned out since I was a
Yeah.
kid. So I said I'm only doing 3 relationships. First one, serial whore, serial cheater. Second one, he did a little something. The third one, oh God.
Oh, so your 3 is up.
Yeah, the 3 is up. But so that's why I'm just
So
like,
how did you move? You only 24, 5'4". How
right.
are you?
So I'm not about to keep on, go through like 30
That's how you
guys
find-
simply
that's how
just
you find what
because.
you like. I didn't
No, it's
say
not.
30.
I just let
30
them
is-
come
30
find
is
me.
insane.
So,
But then how you gonna date them if you said you was only doing 3?
Because I mean, I know I'm lying. The hell.
That's
But
that
at the
fucking
same
cancer
time,
shit.
it just like
That's that
but at
cancer
the
shit.
same,
That lying.
no, just like
That lying.
serious relationship. Like this is my last and final one. So once I'm like really just off it, then I'm off of it. Then I might just be out here like the rest of everybody and just with John on Tuesday, Joe on Wednesday.
Oh, you like the J?
Probably
Okay,
Joe
so-
and John on Thursday, but
Oh my God.
So to ask you another question, so let's say you find that final person. This is the last person. You know that you love this person. You're gonna stand by your man. Like this is it. That
Ride
person
with that
cheats
nigga.
on you.
Oop.
You're good, right? It's no like. How many times would you allow someone to cheat on you before you like end it?
well, see, you cheat the first time, I tell you what I'm gonna do. That's a warning. You cheat the second
What-
time,
what-
I'm
wait, what
gonna
are you gonna
exactly
do?
do that.
What are you gonna do?
Okay, so like when I got cheated on before, I told him, I'm gonna find that person and I'm gonna do X, Y, and Z with that person, and that was a warning.
You know,
And
when
then
I got
find
cheated
out
on,
the second time, I actually just took a hockey stick and I broke the phone, and then I like tapping it
where
on
does
the
one
head.
just get a hockey stick from?
I don't know. I
Does-
actually
does
found it.
what-
I was walking my dog and I found it
Oh, you just found
outside,
it
and I was
outside.
just
What
like,
the
you know
fuck?
what? I'm gonna keep this for the dog, but it can't use for other things.
You know,
And
I
then,
was-
like the third time, I actually called up the
Third,
guy
that was
and I was like, look, is you
Yeah.
doing my man?
Not is
And
you
when
doing my
they
man.
both
Third
lied, so
time,
I
They
was just
both
like,
lied.
third time, same relationship.
same
Would have had me
relationship.
fucked up by the first time. I'm so sorry.
Well, no, I already knew game because like when he first left my house, I already told him like, okay, if you go play the whole, I'm so depressed, I have to go home be with family, and I never told you to stay here. I already know what that means. Just
Yeah.
have the boss to say, you don't want to be in a relationship.
True.
But I never been with nobody who didn't want to be with me. They just want to be with me and do what they want to do.
Yeah,
It's just that
I
I
do.
can't be with nobody and do what I want to do because,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm scared
Adrian?
of diseases. And,
Oh.
that's it.
yeah.
Adrian.
Yeah,
What
I would
about you?
say no, it's not a deal breaker. I think like no one's perfect and
What
we
the
all
Hannah
make
Montana's
mistakes.
going on here?
we all make mistakes. No one's perfect. I know I've done it in the past. Like I didn't want to, but I made a mistake and cheated on someone. But I've also been cheated on
Did
too.
you get caught?
I've also been cheated on too.
Did you get caught?
And I will
Steve got
say
caught.
that
Did you get caught?
did I when
Did
I
you get caught? When
the
you-
time that I did cheat,
Yeah.
I did get caught. I did.
But how do you make a mistake and cheat?
But I will say it's not a deal breaker for me. I kind of what Byron said. If you cheat on me once, I'll give you a warning. And like, it depends on a lot. Like how long we've been together. If I really
Right.
do have love for you and I'm invested in you. If you're just like a little fling or someone that I'm just messing around with for the summertime, like I'm not gonna care. Like you cheat on me, then I'm just gonna bounce and do my thing. But if you're someone that I'm serious about and I'm really invested in you, you cheat on me once, I'm gonna want to figure out why you cheated on me. Like what caused you to cheat. But I'm gonna give you like a warning, like don't do that shit again. And then honestly, I would say like I would only allow that 2 times from like the same person. If you cheat on me a second time, that would be like my final warning. That's it. Don't do that shit again. And then if you do it again, then I'm done.
I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think because we all men, so it's like at the end of the day, they go cheat. So it's like I'm a cheat.
But I hate when people say like when a man cheats, they be like, he's just a man. That's just
But I
how
think
men
it's
are.
easier because
Like,
we are men
no.
that we know why. So it's like if we ain't did it in like 3 months, of course I know eventually you will go cheat with somebody to go have sex. So it's like
Yeah.
I ain't really tripping. But like if we doing it every day now and you go cheating, I don't know. That's when the crazy come out.
What about you?
Do y'all feel like?
You didn't even answer the question. What about you?
What was the question?
Cheating
Is
a deal
cheating
breaker.
A deal breaker.
You have been cheated on, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
It builds character,
I
don't
thought
it?
I could. I thought it wouldn't be, because like my last ex did cheat on me, and I tried to stay with him, but then my dick got soft. It wouldn't get hard no more, and I was like, oh, like no, I don't. No, it's not gonna work, because I see him touching you while I'm touching you, and I'm like, oh no, I can't be touching you,
Well,
and
when
I know
was
somebody
younger, I
else
went
was
through a
just
phase
touching
where
you.
that turned me on.
Huh?
I said when I was younger, I went through a phase where that kind of like turned me on.
Yeah, no, I
And people told
don't
me I was
want
a cut for
nothing.
that,
I
but-
don't want nothing inside was mine, because then I'm like, this don't even fit no more.
Well, if
I don't
they
even
look-
want this. This
That's
don't,
how
this
I don't take
fit.
life serious for real. Because if they look good, I might just thinking about it while I'm doing it anyway.
Oh,
But like
no.
if it's like something where you was like,
Wait, so then I got a question, like, because in the gay community, non-monogamy is a thing. So do you think like cheating is like supported in like gay relationships because nobody's really like
I hope
taking people serious.
they
I
don't
don't
take
think
it
so.
serious
I don't
because
think
you
it's
gotta start
supported.
doing background checks. Do your mama love you? Do your daddy love you? Do you have a good relationship with them? Usually, the people who do have good relationship with their parents and was brought up in a good lifestyle,
That is not
they
So
true.
not
your mama gotta
cheaters.
love you to
That's
not
not
want to be
true.
in a
That's not.
monogamous
That is not
relationship.
true. No.
Well, everybody I came across, they beefing with the daddy, and
Ain't that like every gay man?
no, because me and my daddy ain't beefing. We like best friends. So I
Well,
don't
we
know
not
about them
now,
yet,
but like we didn't beefed.
it
No,
just
I
always
think
they
beef,
don't have a
they
daddy around, and the
chicken.
mamas is, and I think they be so around their mama so much they start
Yeah.
to think they mama, and it's like no,
No, I think the reality of it is people have used that as an excuse to justify why they cheat. It's easier to say
grandma just
it's literally like it's easier to say
Like, but you about to be right back up there with your grandma.
like
Capo.
it's easy to say that you're going through something or like you just experienced some kind of loss or heartbreak or you're very emotional and like you're vulnerable and stuff like that. It's easy to use that as an excuse to cheat. But that's not always the case. Like some people cheat just to cheat. Like life happens. Like you are out partying and you just meet someone that you just vibe with that night and it's a pretty cool person and you might just cheat with that person.
No, you're
It's
just
not
easy
because
at that
you're
point.
going through. No, I don't think it's you being easy, but I just think that like that's like happens. Life happens. Like
Okay, I really don't
Oh, say
cheat
what now?
unless I get cheated
You
on. So
can-
that is
you
kind of
can
crazy.
literally-
to
I
say.
can literally,
I don't
like-
cheat. I'm gonna
you
leave.
can literally like
Oh,
Why
be,
am I
cheating on
cheating?
you.
Because at the end of the day, why did I work so hard to get you when I could have just had you
Well, see,
and had somebody? Like I didn't have to
That's
put
why I
all this
said
work
like
into this.
different strokes, different folks. Because I don't work hard.
Well,
to
you
get
better stop
anybody.
different strokes
I
for
stay by my
different folks,
damn
'cause I'ma
self
fuck you
and
up.
be in my little own corner. So when somebody come meet me, that's what the main thing is. Don't try to come get me just to cheat. Because
Okay.
then now I'm about to show you the crazy side and everything else. And if I do cheat, it's like a little,
Yeah.
virtual cheat, a little
But I think that, like,
that's it.
but that's also kind of like where I'm trying to get at. Like sometimes people don't even have any intentions to cheat. Like they'll literally, it can be with like a close friend of theirs. Like they just, I'm telling you, like people just don't wake up one day and say, I'm about to cheat on my partner. Like
You're
sometimes
right,
it literally
because they
just
sit there
happens
and they
because
playing it the whole damn time.
I don't
So
think
when that day do come, they is just waking up. I done got told before, oh, I'm about to go to a job interview. And I done got dressed right behind them, went up to that job. Mind you, they ran out the door, and I ran right behind them. And they was nowhere to be found. So I went inside the building, and I said, well, did such and such come in here and get a, job application?
I'm
And
scared
he
of
said, I never seen them.
I am scared.
I
of
said,
this
you
man.
know what?
Byron.
I already know
No,
what this means.
like, oh my God.
I don't know, because I study people. So
Yeah.
when I'm done studying, it's like, all right, I know how to move with you. So other than that, you can't run no game on me now. I am the game, so. I'm telling you, it is so strict over here. No, you cannot go hang out with your cousins. Your cousins might encourage you to cheat.
So, to play devil's advocate, some people will say that some people don't fit like other people fit how they fit. Well,
Wait, what do you
Talk about like
even
while doing the
asking?
nasty.
Wait, what are you even asking, Jalen?
I need another shot.
Because what that means,
Like
some
fit and
people
fit,
don't
like what?
fit.
Man, screw that question. Because that one was a tongue to it. He said Peter Piper picked a patch pick. I don't know. Okay? I do know. All.
because I don't know like what that means. Somebody like you don't fit. Talk about like they don't fit in.
Oh, no, I've never had that problem. But.
It just goes straight in.
Okay, no, not straight. Like, you got to work it. You got to maneuver it. Okay? Like, you got to work for it. You don't just. I hope you to just. Please don't let it just go
You say
straight
you
in.
never had that problem, so it
Please
just goes
don't let
straight
it.
in.
No, I just. Like,
Well,
the part where. No, I did actually. Where it didn't fit. Pissed me clean off. It didn't want to sit there and watch a movie. I'm not watching no movie with you and you. Hell no.
and you see that's why I don't do it with people because no, you're gonna sit here and watch this movie.
He gonna sit here and watch this movie.
After you didn't get.
it just
Yeah,
wasn't a
after
good
you
night.
said
what
you
I'm
was
gonna do?
coming to
I'm
give
gonna go
it.
find your closest friend so it can fit in there.
Well, you know,
because
sometimes
you shoulda
Jalen, the body
acted-
just does what it wants to do, and you might be ready at one point, but then when it's time to be ready, it's not gonna let it in. Okay, and that is okay.
Yes, and I agree. Like, that is okay. But
That
then,
is o-
please
so
get
then
the hell out of my
we're-
house.
We're gonna sit here and watch this movie together because I didn't. Yeah.
No, get out.
No.
No, get out. Please get, because
What
now
if the
I'm pissed
pants-
off, and now I need to handle what I need
Well,
to
now you got the other person feeling really bad.
Okay, so get out. Please.
All right,
Like I cannot
See,
sit there.
we're not, you know.
And you telling me you came over. First of all, 9 times out of 10, you was hyping it up, okay? Talking your shit in the text messages. You come over. I didn't wine and dined you, okay? Pulled out my best top shelf liquor, okay? I got
What's your top shelf liquor?
Huh?
What's your best top shelf liquor?
My
Something that's
best?
about to get you drunk quick and ready to go.
No. No. But I am a Hennessy person. That Hennessy is smooth and it
Get
make
your
you
drunk
horny.
quick and
Hennessy
ready to
Black.
go.
It
Hennessy
make
Black
you
is
it
real
make you
smooth.
horny. You know, I put mine in the little thing that come with the little jar that the white rich folks be having with the little top. I put mine in there, okay? If I pull that off the shelf, if I pull that off the shelf and I pour you a glass and we talk, I done sat on the couch, I done listened to you talk for about a good hour, knowing I didn't care. Okay.
See, when you
So
topping
it sounds
is
like
different.
this is something that's happened to you for real, in real
Yeah.
life. Like you spoke to
Yeah.
someone for a whole hour. You gave
I'm
them your top shelf
talking,
liquor.
I'm whining and I done lit the candles. The house is clean. Don't smell like dog or nothing. Okay.
'Cause
I
you do
moved
got
you
about
to the
$6
bedroom.
saying though
guys.
to hype it up because you could talk all you want. That ain't gonna get me moving.
No.
You gotta send
I'm
me
saying
a video.
I'm hearing you talk. I'm listening to you. I'm
No, I'm talking about in the
engaging with you.
messages,
In the-
like,
no,
you
in the
can
messages
say
they be
that
like,
you
guess what I'm about to do?
top-notch
When
head
I
giver.
get there, and then when you get
They
there,
hyping it up,
When
yeah.
you get there, you scared. Nah,
That's what I just
I
tell
can't do
everybody.
that.
You gonna see.
I can't do and see and
Yeah.
then if I see that you not on nothing, please get out of my house.
That's what you gonna see
Please get
me. Literally. I don't fell asleep on people while they was doing it before on purpose because I'm like, I did not want to do it. And I would sit there just squeeze my little body close
and it
and
just
tight.
didn't feel good, huh?
No, it didn't
So
even go
then-
in. And they'd be like, why it ain't going in? I'd be like,
What?
oh, I don't know.
So then where's
Maybe
the
it's not that
craziest
night.
place? Where's the craziest place y'all ever did it?
Ooh.
I don't know if I should say that because I know that they did come like where y'all IDs at, and you know,
I-
I didn't have to give up mine because I said I left mine at home. So, but
I-
it was
I-
a famous parking lot.
What's the famous park lot? Say it.
Why would I say it?
Say it on the
I'm gonna just say it's
podcast.
downtown.
Ooh, wait a minute.
No, because what if they like?
Oh,
sit
you
Is it
out-
the
you
Z-Lot?
talking about the Z-Lot?
Oh no, I don't.
Ooh.
Oh no.
No,
Famous
no.
parking lot
No,
downtown?
like one of the parking garages, I should say, where you know all the cars be.
Which
at.
one is the
It's a
famous
lot
one?
of parking garages
Yeah.
downtown.
Like
And
what the
that's
hell?
why-
That's the only.
That's why you
And
can
he's
go
gonna
see
keep
for
it like
yourself
that.
at the
Okay.
parking garage. And
At
when
the
that
parking
man come with
garage.
that flashlight and them IDs needs to be checked, just say you ain't got it
I don't know nothing
because
about that, but I could tell mine because it's closed now. Okay, it was a grocery store right by my house, and me and my we
That is
walked all
kinda
the way from my house
Yeah.
to the grocery store. Didn't have no money. Okay, just was walking. Went in there and. You know, like as younger folks, because I ain't gonna say as kids, as younger folks, you like to do stupid shit. So we walked in there where the produce was.
The produce.
Like in the back, you know where the flappy doors be? Floof, floof. Back there.
That's
Man,
crazy.
I hold that ass
I
down
don't know if
on,
it's sounding like
on a bag of potatoes.
Sam's
Almost
Club.
like Ted.
On
Have
a
you ever
bag of
seen Ted?
potatoes?
Literally. I
When
think
he was-
Ted came out like 2 years after that. Don't
What
check those
grocery
dates
store?
because it, huh?
what grocery store?
I don't even know the name,
said
but it
it's
was
closed.
on Ryan and 11 Mile.
So,
Big and
okay,
empty
so you
now.
said this took place when Ted came out?
Huh? I think it was like 2 years after Ted came out.
So then go on Google and see what
No,
grocery
because
stores
if
closed
that-
2 years before.
No, don't do that. But it was right there on the bag of potatoes,
Well, that's
and it was so
disgusting.
exhilarating. It wasn't my bag
On
of
a bag
potatoes.
of potatoes, that
wasn't
is
my
it's
bag
someone
of potatoes.
else's bag of potatoes.
Wash your meat.
And they
I mean,
probably
wash
got
your
sick.
starch. Wash your vegetables. Wash everything that come from a grocery store. You don't know what they
Right
be doing
now
in there.
I know because
Okay,
if
because
you're-
people be having sex on potatoes. That's nasty.
Well, I be seeing them on Twitter just walking around grocery stores and all that anyway. So I
they
be
do
like,
do
yeah.
that.
But
Adrian, what
remember
about
they
you?
had the
What you
phases
be doing?
of doing all of that, like licking ice cream, putting it back.
I saw. Yeah,
I thought we
seen
was talking
videos
about
of
Ariana
that,
Grande
yeah.
when she was licking donuts.
I literally saw. Oh, they were so mad.
She
at her
licked
when
one
she did that.
donut.
I was
and
about to
put
say,
that
like,
shit
it wasn't
back.
that bad. Like, just make a buy
And
it.
she put that shit back. They were so mad at her. Baby, Twitter.
Why would you
blew
release
up.
that? Why would you? You could have just text my people like, hey,
Not
Come
too
here.
much on
Come here.
Ari.
They was
okay?
so mad.
ruined her.
She clearly started a trend though, because right after that, that's when they was doing it in every grocery store.
Mm-hmm.
Ice cream and milk and and all that other nasty stuff.
Adrian, where's the weirdest place?
I would
tell
say
me, 'cause
mine.
I know you.
Mine was in a church parking lot. It wasn't too crazy, but a church parking lot.
Was
So
service
where
still going on?
where I lived at, no, it was in the night. So where I lived at growing up, there was a church right across from us, and It was just a big ass parking lot. And yeah, I was younger. I didn't have a car at the time, so I had to do make
So
it
you was
work.
outside with it?
I was outside with it,
After
yeah.
church.
So
Actually.
yeah,
Actually.
Lady of the night.
church parking lot.
I did it. I did it in the church
I was
woods.
a lady of the night at the age of 14.
I did it in the church woods. The parking lot was next to the
not
woods.
the church. That is not what you're there for. Even at
and
nighttime.
and yeah, I got blessed that night.
Oh,
The wrong blessing. You got cursed that night, actually.
I got blessed and cursed at the same time.
no, that's.
But right after the parking garage, though, we did hit it on the freeway, and that was like kind of something.
How do you hit?
While they were driving
Let
on
me
the
take
freeway.
picture. He driving.
Well, you is really skinny.
Nah,
so you
paint it.
just-
Picasso that ass. What happened? Driving.
He was
Okay.
driving, and legs was up in the air. Then we done switched.
Wait, how do
and,
you?
know.
Wait, you're You know you use your legs to drive, right?
Well, that was like people who've been driving since they was like 10 years old. They know how to drive all different ways, with the knees, with the feet, legs up, hand in the
What kind of
middle,
car did
drive.
they have? Was it like an SUV?
That was actually a Fusion,
Oh,
a
baby.
gold one at that.
Not a Fusion.
If you ever see this, you know what I'm talking about.
Child. I'm sorry, but we got to wrap your parts up because you be wild. You be wild, but we got to we got to
Homebody's
get
always wild.
we got to get to my favorite segment, and that's pour some advice on it.
Pour some
okay?
advice. Oh, I
Pour
love this.
Some advice on it, and it's where we get questions from our viewers, okay, and we give them advice. You
guys ready for this question?
Indeed.
All right. So we got Sarah from Detroit. Has been working at her job for the past 15 years
Getting that
and
money,
has
girl.
had a romantic relationship with her manager, who happens to be married for the past 6 years. The wife has most recently been coming in to the office a lot more, and Sarah is contemplating, should she say something to the wife or should she let it go, since it's been so long at this point that she has been messing with her manager.
Can I start?
You can't start because I gotta pump this inhaler.
Baby girl, Sarah, I want you to go and watch the movie Obsessed with Beyonce in it. And that's gonna tell you to shut it down because that Beyonce, the wife, yeah, she knocked that baby girl through the roof. Okay? And baby girl got crushed with a chandelier. You don't want
nice
that to
one
happen
at
to you.
that.
You don't want that to happen to you. This is
she was
Detroit.
low-key
People
Beyonce
don't
a
play
little
about
bit.
their man, okay? Shut up. Sometimes you just don't need to say stuff, okay?
see how I'm
Y'all
getting
always
down.
want to say something.
Unless
Shut
you
up.
want somebody like me coming after you, yeah, shut it down.
Shut it up and shut it down. Don't shut it up, shut it down. And if you're not gonna shut it down, just don't say shit. Cause you gonna ultimately get your ass beat too. Just
I don't know. 'cause I
coming to
believe
a
in
woman as a
karma,
woman, it don't
so-
really work out
You
as
believe in
well as you
karma.
think it does.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's like if you don't say something, I don't care if you did want to shut it down, you better say something.
Well, say something after you knew this man was married, and it wasn't like she just was messing with him for like a week. Okay, it was time on it.
Yeah.
You knew you're getting your ass beat too. So I just don't. Just
Yeah, it
don't.
sounds like
It's a lose-lose, but you
Lose-lose.
should still
It
say
is.
something. So, at least the karma won't be that bad on your ass.
You know,
Yeah.
it's a lose-lose, or it could be a win if you just shut up and continue doing what you was doing. Okay,
And that's why
That's his
some
bed. He
women
gotta
don't
lay in
No,
it.
because I
exist.
think,
But it's
no,
also gonna be your
but
casket if
like
you open your
that's
mouth.
where it comes into like karma. Like that's his fault. Like he got involved in that. He has a whole wife.
That part.
So Sarah needs to come in and say something to his wife.
Not that part.
So to hold him accountable, shut it down, Sarah. Stop it. Don't continue with it. But I'm also okay with you, Sarah, with saying something to his wife and letting her know of like what's been going on behind the scenes. Because it sounds like Sarah clearly said that the wife has been coming in a lot more to work recently. So I can only assume that Sarah has like met this wife and they probably had a couple conversations and they've gotten to know each other. And it's probably not just someone that Sarah sees coming in and out of the building. They probably have conversations, and if they got kids, they probably had conversations about kids. I'm just saying, Sarah, shut it down, because if he's married, he got a wife, even if he got some kids, shut it down. But also, tell the wife.
See, it's like two things with that. It's that one, I ain't leaving nowhere. I done worked 15 years. So best believe I'm about to, use my female self to advantage. And I'm taking you to HR. And I'm telling them that you told me if I done stop this romantic relationship, it's consequences. That's the only way up out of there. Or you do got to leave a job unless, you want to be eating some of that food and now y'all both poisoned. I don't know. Or she catching you
That
out
is
in the
actually very
parking lot
smart, though.
afterwards.
That is smart. Sarah, go to HR first before you tell the wife, please.
I mean, you low-key still getting fired either way because you're not about to have no romantic relationship, especially with the boss.
I
But
just want y'all to know that if Sarah opens up her mouth, Sarah's getting harassed.
We don't know that.
I'm about to say
We
you don't know
that.
because what if
don't
you
know
open up
that?
your
The
mouth
wife-
and said something and then the wife responds with, "Oh,
I already knew.
thank you. That's all I
Yeah.
needed to know." Now she leaving the man. Didn't even whoop your ass. Now you're
yeah.
scared for what?
Because 9 times out of 10, the wife probably already knows that he got some shit going on with somebody.
Say yes, Sarah. I know. He talk about you
Adrian,
every
how
day
long
after
did
work.
she say she was talking to that man?
She didn't say. She just said she worked there for 15 years.
That's a long time.
That is a long time. So I ain't giving them my spot, So
Yeah, she did say she's been working there for the past 15 years. But yeah, she didn't really say how long she's been.
yeah. So either you leave me alone or HR is
Yeah.
coming into play, and I'm playing it crazy.
Yes.
The wife still might come
Sarah,
after me, but
Sarah, my heart goes out to you, girl. And we love the fact that our audience feels comfortable enough to send us in our questions. If you ever want to send in your questions, I want you to send the questions to J.Marvin's Productions. You can find them on Instagram. Come on. We all have been through life things. We have great advice we want to give. But we're coming to a close. And I just want to know, because I love you guys. I really do. I love you guys. I want to know, how has it been working with, what you say?
Nothing finished.
Okay. I want to know, how has it been working with me? I mean, us.
Ooh, working with Mariah Carey is kind of crazy. I feel like
you Mariah Carey?
No, you Mariah Carey.
Mariah Carey.
And I feel
He
like I'm
lighter than me.
So what? He that one man. I can't think of that one man, but he that one man.
That
you
one man?
Mariah Carey.
I don't think
and
I'm
I'm
Mariah
definitely
Carey.
Nicki Minaj. Every time I
Who
say
said
something,
that?
you just got something to say.
Just something to say.
Because every time you
Something
say
to
something,
say.
it involves me. Okay, you always have my name. You don't ever see me be like, Brian. My name
You
is
don't even
always
say
in the
my
track.
name right. You say Byron.
And you see, that's the reason I don't say it, okay?
Crazy.
No,
Well, I
it's-
did spell your name wrong. But
Okay.
that's
Get-
different. There's so many Jalen's out here.
It's
I know,
and
right?
not with the Y, with the L.
Thank you.
But so to get into the question. So how has it been working with you guys? It's been cool. It's been cool. I will say the very first time we met, I was very nervous. I was scared because I don't really have a lot of male friends. I have like my own little close circle that I hang out with a lot, but I have a lot of female friends. So being involved with like other male friends and to do a podcast at that point, I didn't know what to expect. I wasn't sure, like, it was gonna be a lot of energies, a lot of different personalities. We was gonna be clashing. We was not gonna agree with stuff. There was a lot of shit going through my mind. But our very first time that we spoke on the phone was pretty dope, actually. Like, we had a good long FaceTime chat. We were
Right.
It went by
was
so
like
fast.
12 going on 1
On the
o'clock
phone
in the
for
morning.
hours.
I'm
Yeah.
not gonna lie. Like, soon as I seen our pictures when we had to send them in, I definitely knew I was gonna be working with Jalen. Definitely knew I was gonna be working with Adrian, because I don't know. I just got them spirits, and my spirits be telling me things.
You just know.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Baby,
yeah.
them ain't spirits. Them
It
the voices in
is.
your head. That's that
But the
cancer
voices
crazy
still
voice.
be right, because, look where we ended up.
Hello.
And I just said, oh, God, watch. I be paired with them two. And I got paired with you, too.
The three of us.
And Jalen done been a roller coaster.
You said what now?
Adrian,
Jalen's up and down the
got
place.
My name in your
We
mouth.
do
But you're a
not.
little bit bipolar. Like a roller
Yes.
coaster for real. You go up, then you down. I mean, I don't be caring. But
I,
not like
I
that.
remember
It
when
just,
I remember when y'all two was going at it that one time.
don't
He
know
was
what
so
because I
mad
could not
at
hear
you.
him because the wind was talking
Yeah, the
over
wind-
you,
the
and
wind
you was
was
so
talking-
mad.
yeah,
And I
the
kept
wind
saying,
was.
Jalen, go in the
Imagine
house.
not being quiet. Like
Damn.
not what you're doing, but it's been great for me. I've
Mm-hmm.
had such an amazing time. I've loved our little memories that we've made so far,
The
and I
concert.
can't wait to make more. Okay, we have great episodes coming. Okay, and I've just been so excited to get to know y'all.
Right, y'all
But-
popped my concert cherry, so.
Oh, period. But nah.
That was your very first concert?
We have so much more coming. You know, we have our next episode, which is the gay episode. It's I can't wait. But that was 3 shots in, y'all. That was 3 shots in. That was our first episode.
Our
Finally,
first
oh
episode.
my God, it's been so long.
Like really, it has been a long time coming.
Okay,
Yeah.
but my name is Jalen. OMG the Legacy. I'm one of your handsome hosts, and then we have my baby.
I can introduce myself, baby. Nothing.
Okay.
My name is Adrian.
Real independent.
Very independent. But Adrian, just because I didn't say it in the beginning of the episode, but Adrian, the Puerto Rican poppy, and IG again. Follow me at a.noel96, and I'll pass it over to Brian.
Right, it was a good time. Again, you can follow me on Instagram, bry.a2ns2ts. And I can't wait for the next episode. Next episode is going to be funny, though.
It is.
Only because Jalen act like he's so
And
not
with
gay.
that being said, because I'm not, I'm actually straight. Yeah.
Straightly
That
gay.
being
We're gonna
said,
close out
one more shot.
with our
Okay.
last shot.
1, 2, 3.
And
3
3
shots
shots
in.
3 shots in.
3 shots in. 3 shots
motherfucker.
in. Have a good night, everybody. Peace.
And we out.
Cheers.
2025 is the year for change. The year that we stop waiting for opportunities to come to us and make our own opportunities. So if you ever feel like that your voice deserves to be heard or your voice deserves a platform, this is the time and this is your moment. Because the world is watching and we definitely have something to show. J.Marvin Productions, built in Detroit, created for the world.